What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today we are going inside my Criterion Collection to talk about a recent movie that I just watched, and that movie is Happiness. Now, I had picked this up in the recent July Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. It was a complete blind buy. I had really no expectations going into this film. Came out in 1998, filmed by a film by Todd Solondz. And the only reason why I bought this film was because Laura Flynn Boyle was in it, and I'm a big fan of Twin Peaks. So if you've ever seen Twin Peaks, she's also in that show. This is a movie, obviously, but she was in it. I saw her name and I said, yeah, I'm picking that up. I didn't really read much on the back when I picked it up, but after watching it, I can truly say this is one of the most disturbing films I have ever seen. And not in the sense where, you know, there's a lot of gore, there's a lot of profanity, there's a lot of nudity, there's a lot of death. There really isn't much of that at all in this movie. There is a couple scenes where people die. There is, some nudity, very little, honestly. There's very little, decent amount of profanity, but it's disturbing in the sense where you're watching these normal New Jersey residents try to find happiness, but everybody's happiness is different, and in some sense it's a little disturbing what some of these people are looking for in their life. And I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, but for the cast of this movie, the only person that I really knew was Laura Flynn Boyle, who was her. But then you also have Philip Seymour Hoffman, who plays Alan here. You have Dylan Baker, who plays Bill Maplewood. You have Jane Addams, who plays Joy. You have over here the girl right here. This is Cynthia Stevenson, who plays Trish Maplewood. And you have Cameron Manheim back here, who plays Christina. And then you have the two parents over here of the three sisters. So this is her, and her are all sisters, and then the two parents are there. And then this guy over here is Andy, his name in real life is John Lovitz, who plays Andy. Now, like I mentioned, everybody's just trying to find their own happiness. You have a man who is secretly into little boys and goes to the extent of assaulting some of them. You have a man here who can't seem to talk to women in real life comfortably, and he kind of uses his phone to his advantage to verbally abuse women in this movie. Maybe not abuse, but talk ridiculous talk to them over the phone. You have a girl here who can't seem to keep it together, who is just trying to find, I guess, love. Maybe love would be the right term, but obviously trying to find happiness. And these two, like I mentioned, I guess their form of happiness is just being sick and twisted. You see that throughout the movie, especially with some of the conversations he's having with his own son. You know what I mean? He has two kids. Some of the conversations they have are just ridiculous. And, for me, I put myself into these stories and into these characters' shoes, and it's truly disturbing. Feeling what I would ideally, or not ideally, but, feeling what these characters are feeling. It's disturbing, especially putting myself into his son's shoes. The one conversation towards the end where his son finds out who he truly is, he just breaks down crying, and it's truly sad. Do you know what I mean? You have, who didn't I go over yet? You have her, famous, clearly isn't happy with all the fame, and she's trying to find her own, trying to find something fulfilling, something that truly makes her happy outside of the money and fame. You have this sister over here who, from the outside, has an ideal life, a family, kids, a husband. Her husband is this guy. Obviously, he has his problems, but she clearly isn't happy with her life either. And the thing with the stories, they're all loosely connected. Not in the sense where, you kind of have the three sisters and the two parents, but this guy's profession is a therapist. He is one of his patients in the beginning of the movie. This guy, like I mentioned, calling women over the phone, talking dirty to them. He ends up calling both of these girls, through finding their numbers through a phone book. They kind of have an interaction there that's a little weird. That's, yeah, it kind of plays into what she's trying to find, and then he kind of has his own experience with her, which is a little weird. This guy over here at the beginning, he was really only in the beginning of the movie. He was on a date with her, and then, you know, he kind of, without, I don't know, he does something ridiculous, and, you know, she kind of takes the blame for it. Outside of that, I think that, I don't know if I said at the beginning, but the thing that truly disturbed me the most about this movie is that these are normal people. These are normal people living in Jersey, or not normal, but, you know, average people. And the thing that some of these people are doing, you kind of see that in a lot of movies and stories and even real life, where you have these filthy rich people that clearly have too much money and too much time on their hands getting into some truly disturbing and disgusting things. For this film, though, it's normal people. It's people with families who have normal jobs. And it's, you know, like I mentioned, I put myself in these characters' shoes, and it's more relatable for me, because these people have lives that are closer to mine than it is comparing myself to someone who's a billionaire. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of hits close to home, where, you know, people like me are doing disgusting, disturbing things that may not be, you know, talked about in the media because they're not famous, because they're not rich. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing about this film is, again, you're watching these people find their own forms of happiness, but they're normal people. And you kind of say it kind of says it on the back, where you have, you know, damaged souls reaching out for connection reveals existential void underneath middle-class suburban New Jersey. You know, normalcy, but New Jersey, right? Middle-class people, that's me. And, you know, it kind of hits close to home there, realizing that there's people in all classes that are doing disgusting, disturbing things. And, you know, this is probably the first film where I'm watching it where I could relate to it more than, again, like a filthy rich person doing disgusting things. Like, I don't know if it's disgusting. It's probably not the best example, but you ever see the 50 Shades of Grey movie where I think that dude's rich. I think he's a rich dude with a massive mansion. He's just a sex weirdo, right? That's not really relatable for me, at least, but this is, because the lives that these people have, and it was truly disturbing. I definitely recommend it very much. I am very glad that I picked this up on a blind buy. If you are going to pick this up and watch it, just be aware that it is disturbing, or at least in my opinion, with some of the scenes. And, you know, there was multiple times in this movie where I'm sitting there saying to myself, what am I watching? But I guess that's why this film is so good, because of the experience it allows you to experience. Do you know what I mean? Especially the ending. The ending scene is weird. It's gross. It's borderline gross with the end scene. So if you have seen this movie, let me know down below what you think of it. Do you have any opinions? I try not to spoil anything in this movie big, so if I did, I'm sorry, but I tried to keep it on the down low there. But yeah, if you've seen this movie, what do you think of it? Do you have any favorite reasons as to why you like this film? Or if you didn't like it, I'd love to hear about it down below and why you didn't like it. But if you are going to pick it up, be ready to be a little disturbed. So that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned till next one, and make sure to keep yourselves worthy.